The whole of the modern world is literally just predictive programming. Everything. When you think about it, if you really do think about it, there is no such thing as a completely original idea or thought or concept. There is none. Correct? The phone's slipping. There is none. There is nothing that has happened that somebody hasn't already thought of at least once. Excuse my voice and my sinuses, it's allergy season. There's nothing that's happened that somebody hasn't already thought up or someone has already done. For example, when I would get a haircut that an actor has in a movie or a character from a video game or whatever, a piece of media, my parents would say, "Oh, you should just be yourself. You should just do your hair the same way you've always done it your entire life," which was the medium length side part. Okay? And there was a while where I had really long hair. There's a while I've had really short hair, like right now. I might shave my head completely bald tomorrow. I don't really care. You know why? Because there is no original idea. Everyone's gotten something from someone else. Right? No one, there was one guy, like the only time I can think of where an original style or idea really came about, or off the top of my head, is I'm blanking on his name right now, but it's the one actor in the film The Lost Boys. And it's a vampire movie. What's his name? He plays Snake in Metal Gear Solid 5. He's the face model. Kiefer Sutherland, that guy. They asked him to do a very like unique hairstyle for the film, and they hated it. But at the time, Billy Idol was popular, and he said, "Give me Billy Idol's hair," to the barber, "but leave it long in the back." And that's how the mullet was made. It's crazy to think that Kiefer Sutherland basically created the mullet. But anyway, when you think about pieces of media, right? And this is the real point of this video, the real meat and potatoes, is that when you think of pieces of media, they either inadvertently or purposefully create this idea that kind of becomes a reality at some point, and this reality then is now accepted because we've already seen this idea before. We've already seen this concept of what this looks like. People always look at The Simpsons. They go, "Oh, Donald Trump was the president on The Simpsons." So then people think, okay, he could be the president here, right? People think of that stuff all the time. And the main one I want to make an example of today is major widespread viruses in media. There are so many pieces of media that off the top of my head I can think of where there's been a major virus that wipes out everything, or it's killing a lot of people, right? Resident Evil, I Am Legend, Infamous, Prototype, 12 Monkeys. There's so many examples of this. This idea that this major virus is wiping out the planet, right? So when COVID came around, it wasn't that crazy of an idea that this virus could kill a lot of people. Even though it was essentially just a cold, a severe cold, and the only people who were at risk for dying from it were either newborns or senior citizens. If you were an adult, you were fine. If you were from the ages of like probably 15 to 50, you were probably fine. I'd even go as far as to say 15 to 55. You were probably fine. But everyone acted like this is the most dangerous thing on the planet. And did it kill some people? Yeah. Some people who were maybe old and had cancer or had an autoimmune disorder and were old, that killed a lot of people. It killed some people anyway. I don't know the exact numbers on how many people died of COVID, but we're seeing it again with them trying to bring out a new virus every 3 years. And I don't know where it's coming from. I'm not saying the government's making it or they're spawning out of thin air. I don't know. From what I understand, they look to be coming from other related viral families. And they already technically exist. But if they already technically exist, how come I've never heard of it? Like, coronavirus has like always existed. But I don't know. I don't get it, right? And I know I'm gonna post this video and there's gonna be a fact check thing in the bottom just because I'm talking about it. I'm not saying it was fake. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm not saying COVID came from a laboratory or that COVID came from the bat, like they said, the bat flu. I don't know. I don't really care. But we've been conditioned to a degree to think about, okay, virus, okay. I've heard of this 100,000 times, you know? But if you think about it, we've been hearing about viral outbreaks since like we were children. You know, bubonic plague, Spanish flu, Ebola, E. coli, the Zika virus, COVID, coronavirus. Then after COVID and Corona, they went, hey guys, it's not over, and everyone quit wearing the masks and shit. There's people still wearing masks to this day. In public and stores and shit. I don't get it. But all that shit. Then they went, hey guys, the Omicron virus. And who the fuck got that? Everyone forgets about that. Because who the fuck even remembers the Omicron virus? I remember it because in the Transformers movie from the 80s or 90s or whatever, the main villain was called Unicron. Unicron, Omicron, sounds the same. That's the only reason I remember that shit. Everyone was saying, oh fuck, the Omicron virus is gonna, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Everyone look out. And then it blew over. Who the fuck got it? I don't know anybody that got the Omicron virus. There was some other one a few months ago. Every couple months, my dad's telling me, he's like, we're gonna have a quarantine again. We're gonna have a quarantine again. I believe this shit is population control. I really do. Because everyone believed it in 2019, 2020. Everyone went, wait a minute, what the fuck is this? I don't care anymore. And then stopped doing it. A lot of people say, oh, COVID never ended. COVID never ended. How come I never got COVID? What is it then? I don't fucking know. I don't know who to believe because, like I said, everyone politically, this apparently talking about COVID is a very political statement, but I don't fucking care. I'm just a guy talking about some shit on the internet. But now there's the hantavirus, and everyone's freaking out about the hantavirus, so we're going to have to quarantine the country again. They're on a boat, who gives a fuck? Wash your hands, dude. Wash your fucking hands. That's how you keep from getting sick. I just have allergies right now. I don't think I have a sickness, but everyone keeps coming to work with a fucking cold or a sickness or a disease. If I got it, I got the baby version of it where I barely even notice I have anything. I just think I have allergies right now. I took a Benadryl last night. It is that time of the year where it gets hot out and the pollen comes out and all that shit. We're in the middle of May right now, May 13th or so. I don't know. But this hantavirus shit, everyone's freaking out about the fucking hantavirus. I went to the pet store with my dad to get some chewies for the dog. And I saw like 5 people in there wearing the fucking COVID mask again. And I'm like, are we for real? It's on the boat. No one got off the boat. Like, it reaches a point where it's like, we gotta be making this shit up. This totality of these viruses. Like, we act like this is the next bubonic plague, and we've had nothing as bad as the bubonic plague since the bubonic plague. The Spanish flu wasn't good, but I don't think it killed a quarter of the Earth's population. I think the bubonic plague did that. I don't think any of the shit we got going on is just anywhere near as crazy as the bubonic plague was. But yeah, I did make a video. I haven't uploaded it yet. I hope you guys did like the 12 Monkeys anti-consumerism video. I don't really think I'm gonna go into that again. I haven't uploaded that video, like I said, but the anti-consumerism video is very much how I feel about the modern world right now. I think I will probably upload a second video about anti-consumerism, but that's not what this video is about. I think we're about done here with this one. This was a really short one. Yeah, predictive programming. I've been being told about a virus or a major virus or viral infection or serious viruses since I was like 7 years old. Since I was 7 years old, chickenpox, the fucking Spanish flu, bubonic plague, COVID, keeps going. A couple years from now, there's going to be another one after the hantavirus. It's going to be the fucking the mustard seed virus. I don't fucking know. Some crazy shit. The Green Death. I don't know. They're gonna come out with some other shit, I guess. I don't know where they're coming from. How many times in a decade can you get a viral outbreak? Holy shit. I mean, think about that. COVID was half a decade ago. Can you imagine that? That was 2020. We're halfway into 2027. We're halfway to 2027. Insane. Anyway, we're done with this one. Thanks for watching.